PwC operates about 34 substations. We're the only municipality in the state that has a generating plant, and we have miles of transmission and distribution lines. First thing you need to know about is generation. Electricity starts at the generating plant. Generators have 3 phases, A, B, and C. That is the fundamental of all electric systems. You'll see 3 wires going up and down the highway, all along our transmission system and distribution system. But 3-phase is important to know. Transformers are also important to know. They step up the voltage and they step down voltage. So they're used both in our transmission system and our distribution system. The last thing you need to know is the high power transmission lines. The high power transmission lines usually have 6 wires on them. One's a main circuit and one is a backup circuit. So again, they're still operating in 3s. The transmission system at PwC is a network of wires that go all around the city, starting up at the north, Fort Bragg area, and then throughout Fayetteville all the way down to Grays Creek. We have 3 points of delivery from Duke Energy. The deliveries are at 230,000 volts, and those 3 points are across the network. The transmission lines from Duke Energy feed those 3 points of delivery at 230,000 volts. Our substations there step it down to 66 kV or 66,000 volts. That is the network that you see on this map that are all interconnected so that we can switch things around when we're doing maintenance on the various substations around. We have 34 substations where it's stepped down again to 12,000 volts. That 12,000 volts is what you see on the distribution lines. And as we come over here, this is the distribution system, which is at the lower voltage that goes to all of our customers. Remember I talked about 3-phase. The 3 phases are used for customers that use a large amount of power. The manufacturing companies, the commercial businesses, those all use 3-phase. Our residential customers, though, only use single-phase. So we'll tap off of those 3 lines and just pull 1 down into a subdivision to serve the various residential customers all around the city. And again, out of those 34 substations, we have miles and miles of distribution lines. So that's the difference between the transmission. We don't connect any customers to the transmission system. We just connect our substations to the transmission system. Distribution is where it goes to the customer. Once it gets to your house, we take that 12,000 volt level down to your level at your house. The outlet that you have in the house is 120 volts. So 12,000 gets stepped down to 120. There are also some appliances in your home that run on 240, and that's a different session. But anyway, it needs to be stepped down for safety reasons. It is important to have a robust transmission system as well as distribution system for storms, etc. The reason we have this network and loops all around the city is, again, so that we can switch in times of emergency. We do the same thing on the distribution system. We have circuits that tie into each other so that if poles fall down here, we can feed more customers from a different direction. Public power is important because the system is tight and the response to any emergencies is rapid. Some of the larger utilities have remote locations where they call crews from, and it takes a long time for them to get there. It's almost like you're hanging up the phone from reporting an outage and the truck is pulling into your driveway. And that's how it works.